Americans don't know of those dark chapters when our democracy faltered. Our democracy becomes that much less true. I have memories. The first memory related to the internment was when I was waking up early in the morning. My parents dressed my brother, my sister, and me very quickly. And I was in the front living room, looking out the front window, when I saw two soldiers with bayoneted rifles come marching up our driveway, stomp up the front porch, and bang on the front door. It was scary. My father answered the door, and our family was ordered out. I remember seeing tears rolling down my mother's cheek. We were taken from our home. The camps weren't built yet because it was so immediate. We were taken to what they called an assembly center. And ours happened to be at a nearby racetrack, Santa Anita Racetrack. We arrived there and we were escorted to the horse stables. And we were told that that was where we were going to sleep. For my parents, going from a two-bedroom house on Garnet Street in Los Angeles, and told to take their 3 children and sleep in this smelly horse stall. The stench of horse was still very strong. It was the most degrading, most humiliating experience that they ever had. For me, it was kind of fun to sleep where the horses sleep. And I had fun memories. I could smell the horses. And I breathed very deeply in our stall. After a few months there, the construction of the camps were finished. And we were put on trains with armed guards at both ends. I mean, the use of our military with armed guards to guard innocent American citizens was, first of all, an outrage, but secondly, a waste of our manpower. They belong on the front lines, not guarding us. We were taken on those trains across the desert of the Southwest, 2/3 of the way across the country, to southeastern Arkansas. My parents, to prepare us for this long trek to Arkansas, told us that we were going on a long vacation to a place called Arkansas. I'd never heard of Arkansas. To me, it sounded exotic. If they told me we were going to Jakarta, it could have been the same thing. And so I was excited about going to this fun place called Arkansas for our long vacation. And I always wondered at that time why so many people were so sad. Some looking very stoic, others crying, or sick people that joined us. There was an old lady that kept hacking and hacking, and I thought, she's sick. She should be going on our vacation with us. A different vantage point from what my parents were experiencing. My father lost everything, his business, our home, and our freedom. He was very stern. My mother, on the other hand, busied herself with assuring us that we were all right, that it was going to be fun. She had a great big duffel bag full of Cracker Jack boxes, animal cookie boxes, storybooks for Daddy to read to us. And so she was constantly hovering over us. But I know that anxiety and the fear of the unknown was very much with her. The train rolled in to a place, well, before we arrived, the guards suddenly started announcing, "Roar, roar." And I thought, they're soldiers, why are they acting like lions? Why are they roaring and continuously shouting, "Roar, roar"? And then, as the train slowed and rolled in, we saw the barbed wire fences right alongside the railroad track, and the bars sparkled in the sun. And I thought, you know, it was kind of pretty. They were like shiny little gems on the wire. But to my parents, it was the very real realization that we were prisoners in this sharp barbed wire prison camp. Children are amazingly adaptive. What would be grotesquely abnormal becomes very normal with constant exposure to it. I remember the barbed wire fences. To me, they became no more intimidating than a chain link fence around the playground. I remember the guard towers with armed guards and machine guns pointed at us. They were part of the landscape. I remember when I made the night runs to the latrine, searchlights followed me. And I thought it was nice because I could see where I was going running. So, two different perspectives on the same experience. To me, lining up 3 times a day to eat what they call lousy food, and all the adults were always complaining about the food in a noisy mess hall, became normal. It became normal for me to go with my father to bathe in a mass shower with other men. It became normal for me to go to school every day in a black tar paper garment. And there they taught us the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. I could see the barbed wire fence in the Sentry Tower right outside my schoolhouse window. Our block was right next to the barbed wire fences. As I recited the words, with liberty and justice for all.